Peace to the family. So I'm here. I'm having the most amazing morning. And I was saying to myself, I need to just build with the family and share this wealth of health. I need to share this wealth of health with the family. And I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. That's important. Because I'm walking. And I just said, man, I'm going to just do a live stream right now while walking. Because it's hard to contain myself right now. I just want to share how I'm feeling with everybody right now. I just want to share how I'm feeling. Okay, we loud and clear. It's good to know we loud and clear. Well, basically, I just finished solar gazing. Well, not just. This is how I started my morning. Did my affirmations with my baby girl, where we pray. And people always say, pray to who? Polight, who you praying to? Maybe it's what I'm praying to. And I could really say partially in part, praying to myself. Because we're in the mind of all. We're part of all. And all is mental. So any thought that I send out is really just going to another part of the universal mind, which we're one of. So it's a network. So when we send thoughts out, when we send a transmission out, we're just connected. We talking about non-locality. We talking about the ability for one thing to impact. It's called non-locality. The ability for one thing to connect with another thing that's not necessarily connected to it. Okay, so the goal is to use your consciousness to manifest your goals. So I'm using, knowing that I'm a part of all, knowing that all is mental, we now have to ask the question, is the space inside the bottle separate and different from the space outside the bottle? The bottle just gives the illusion that the space within it is not without it. Now, I know that probably sounds like some mumbo jumbo, but think about it. The bottle gives us the illusion that it has a separate space, but that space is being contained. So the name of the game is how the body is the bottle. And sometimes because we're in this body, most times because we're in this body, we get this false perception that we can't escape the body. So therefore, we're always talking about what's in back of our mind or what's inside of our head. And of course, this is figurative, but we say it so much, we start to partake in the illusion that our mind is contained inside of our head, when that's not true. So the goal is to have your consciousness seep into the universal consciousness, because we are now under the impression that they're two different things when they're one and the same. So when we do our prayer is to connect back into the mind of all, because we've considered ourselves to be separate from it mentally. That's what the goal is. So when we pray, it's not who you praying to, is what, because that which we're sending the thoughts to is already part of us. We're just tapping in, because there's a disconnect by way of ignorance. There's a disconnect by way of a lack of vision. There's a disconnect because of media propaganda, false indoctrination, and a lack of friends or advocates or families or counterparts that see the vision truly in the same manner. Walking with me? That's what we got to do. So walk with me, walk with me, walk with me. Literally walk with me. So we do the prayer, but never do prayer and then don't meditate. That's like making a phone call and the person didn't pick up. And so now you're not going to pick up your phone no more when they call you back. We got to get out that mindset. We have to get out that mindset. If you're going to make the phone call in the form of praying, be ready to receive in the form of meditation. One part of the world is praying, the other part of the world is meditating. No one's really telling us we should do both. We should send the call out and we should wait for reception. It's like Wi-Fi. The more in tune you get with the universe, the better your reception. Walking with me? The more in tune you are with the universe, the better your reception. So when we pray, we just looking for that signal. That's like walking around with a cell phone and realizing the bars are low. We like, yo, hold on. I'm gonna see if I could walk somewhere where the signal is a lot better. So when we praying, we just tapping in. We looking to see how we strengthen our mind. Because as we keep praying and we keep praying, eventually we tap right in and we got it. We know, man, now whenever I put these thoughts out, they start coming back in more expedient fashion. So we can honestly say, man, you know what? I'm connected now. I got a good connection. So now when we meditate, we just receive from all the thoughts that we've been putting out. And quiet is kept. Almost every thought is a form of meditation or prayer, depending on how objective or subjective it is. But that's a whole nother conversation. I didn't really get on today to talk about meditation and prayer. But what I'm telling you is, start the day with our prayers. I actually finished the night off with prayers, but we have a tendency to get up and we pray too. You know, but we more on a give thanks level that we up. But before we close out the day, we give our thanks and we send out our thoughts of our goals and things we looking to accomplish, problems we not looking to have. So we're looking for clarity. Not that we can avoid adversity. We're not really looking at it as problems, part of my language. We know life brings us a share of adversity, and that is good for growth. So we just connect with the universe and we ask for clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, psychometry, intuition. We ask for the higher senses. We ask that we can tap into that which we've been endowed with, our higher senses. Because we know the 5 senses is really 1 sense field. And when we add those other senses I just added to it, the other 4, it adds up to 9 senses, which really turn into perception. So we just ask for the right perception. We ask for us to be able to not be disconnected so much that we're out of touch with perception. Not asking for nothing we don't have, because we already got it. We are obliged to access that which we already have. So we're very careful about the words we use. We don't want to use the word want, and we don't want to use the word need, because they both would imply that we're without. And we already have, because we're already part of all. You can't take from it, because if you did, where will you put it? You can't add to it, because if you add to it, where would you get it from? Okay? So that's how that works. That's how that works. So yes, you got to do your prayer. You don't have to pray to no person, no entity in particular. That's nonsense. Put the thoughts out. And when we put the thoughts out, we put the thoughts out in the form of our ambitions. And we don't act to become, because we already are. So you may say, then what are you praying about? Praying about what we are. You say praying about what you are. Yeah, if you see yourself as being a movie star, you already are a movie star. So when we pray towards that career. We pray with the vision of being in tune, being strengthful enough to master our skill set. We say thank you for mastery as though it's already happened, because it already did. So when my daughter prays, she doesn't ask for what she wants. She says thank you for the gift she already has. And people may say, you're giving thanks to the universe for what you have, even though you don't got it yet. It already exists. So this may be over some people's heads, but we don't ask for nothing when we pray. We give thanks for it already taking place. because we're using our consciousness to manifest our goals. So we speak in the affirmative. We speak in real time. We speak as though it already transpired, because it really did. Because if we see it in our mind's eye, and it's especially not an impossible feat, and it's something that other human beings have already been accredited for doing, then why should we be left out of the equation? It already took place. There's no yesterday, there's no today, there's no tomorrow. That's made up stuff. It's not 3 o'clock on the West Coast and 6 o'clock on the East. That's made up stuff. It's the same hour. We just get a different perception of the same day. It's the same hour, just a different perception. They can tell you it's different hours out there. They can tell you you lost an hour or you gained an hour when they set the clocks back and forward. In fall, you set it back. In spring, you spring forward. They can tell you all of that, but unless somebody's going to tell us that we now have 25 hours out the day, or someone tells us we now have 23 hours out the day, then it stands to reason ain't no time change. This is all an illusion. They're playing games with us. They make you buy phones and pay for minutes. Make you attempt to buy time. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Hope you walking with me, family. Hope you walking with me. So we don't pray asking for anything that we don't already have. That's disrespectful to our ancestors. It's disrespectful to the universe. It's disrespectful to whoever you accredit to creating you. That's why we don't doubt. Cause that sound like doubt. Please let me get this. We don't doubt, because doubt is disrespect to your God. You believe in God. Doubt is disrespect to your ancestors. Doubt is disrespect to anyone and anything that you accredit for your existence. Because if you doubt, that's to suggest that they're not by your side, or he is not by your side, or she is not by your side. If you doubt, you're suggesting that you need some support because you don't already have it. We're not about to disrespect anybody or anything that's responsible for our existence. We give thanks because we already born with everything we already had and anything we ever needed. That's how I'm feeling today. I'm feeling great, and I need to share this. I'm power walking after solar gaze. So yeah, we pray, we meditate, we put the call out, then we receive. But after you pray, you need to sit down and receive. See what the universe tell you. So we pray. After we pray, we do some coherent heart breathing. After we do some coherent heart breathing, we meditate. After we meditate, we introspect. We now think about why we think about what we're thinking, and we ask why we feel the way we feel. So we ask why I'm thinking what I'm thinking and why I feel what I feel. Man, I solar gaze. I got so charged up after solar gazing. I've been walking. I walked over 30 minutes by way of a car ride. I've been walking. This is wild. But the solar gaze is really, really working out. It's dope. It's real dope. Real dope. I'm on this heavy, man. I'm not letting no one pull me down, because they can't. I'm not letting no one tear me down. It's just not possible. I don't know nobody able who can pull it off, because I'm just in a different space. And I'm not wishing anybody impossibility. I'm just saying, I got too much to contribute to this world. And yeah, I make what many would like to call mistakes, but I call them success points. I don't deal with that negative talk. These are success points. Because if you can learn from a mistake, then how bad is a mistake in the first place? Success points. So I'm able to see the good in the good and the good and the bad. And in fact, I don't even deal with good and bad no more. I deal with what's healthy. If it's good for me, it's healthy. If someone else did it, it may be good for them. Who am I to tell them that that's bad? If you curse me out and you disrespect me, so long as it made you feel better, I'm with it. But I'm not going to have an expectation of people no more to expect them to endow me with the level of respect I know I'm due. You give it to me and I appreciate it. You don't, I understand. It's all love, because I'm not going to hold you at fault because you are not at a higher frequency. I'm not going to do that no more. I'm going to allow you to disrespect me. I'm going to allow you to curse me out. I'm going to allow you to slander me and backbite me. I'm gonna allow you to shut me out of your life, even though I'm the best thing that's ever happened to you. Whatever the situation is, I just gotta come into a state of acceptance, because your life is your own responsibility. Your life is your own responsibility. It's not my responsibility, it's your responsibility. So who am I to tell you that something you're doing is not right? I don't got the right to do that. I shouldn't impose my will on you like that. Whatever you did, whatever you felt it sufficed to do, it had to be right at that moment. It had to be right at that moment. So it was right. And if you decide later on that it wasn't right, then it no longer was right. But I ain't got nothing to do with none of that. Those were all your decisions. What's right for me is to accept the fact that you will do what you feel is suffice to do. Even if it harms me, even if it afflicts me personally, I just come into the acceptance that people are always right. If they wasn't, why are they doing the things they doing? So you can violate me, you can disrespect me, you can talk down on me, but it's not my reality, that's yours. For me, that's an illusion. For you, it's your reality. When people cast disrespect to me or castigate me, that's an illusion in my world. It's an endeavor to trick me into thinking that I have less self-worth, less value. And I'm not about to let somebody make me betray my ancestors, have me betray the universe. They gave me all the tools, or they gave me all the potential I have, that when given the right tools, I can take myself out of any situation and put myself into anyone that I feel is becoming. So anything that I'm in, I created it. And anything I already have, and you avoid the needs, and you avoid the wants, then you avoid the desires, then guess what? You're always happy. You're always happy, because your world is about appreciation. And this don't mean I don't have trying times where I'm like, man, our people be wilding. Or man, I wish this sister would deal a different way or talk a different way. That's only because I wish the best for them. But I'm not going to look at them like they're negative. I'm not going to look at them like they're evil. I'm just going to wish the best for them, because I believe their approach towards things may not be healthy. Not wrong, not right. It just may not be healthy. I want us to make the most healthy choices in our world. And some of the most healthy things you could do is not argue with people who don't have or don't believe in the tools, don't have the tools that are necessary or requisite to problem solving. Well, you know, I don't have problems, but they think they got problems. So they don't have the tools to deal with problem solving. Me personally, I know it's not a problem no more. That's what I'm on. Y'all may not know I'm hiking up a very big hill, because I'm power walking. After the solar gauge, I don't know, I've just been walking. You know, I don't even have a destination in particular. I'm just happy to be alive. I'm not gonna allow no one to take it from me. Super happy. It's a great life. All I need is my consciousness, and I'm happy everywhere I go. Africa is wherever the African is. Heaven is wherever you are. That's what it is. I'm walking up a steep hill, just so y'all know. This is a hill, y'all. It's a hill. I hope y'all can understand that this is a hill. Okay? Just walk with me. Walk with me, family. Hold my hand. Mentally see yourself climbing up this hill with me, because that's what life is about, climbing up the hill. We going up this hill. We going up this hill. So, and I got a sweater on. It's hot out here. We going up this hill. We going up this hill, baby. This is how life is. Great metaphor for what's going on right now. I love it. This hill's never been so easy to climb up, because I'm here talking to y'all. Ain't no way I could even think about quitting. Ain't no way I could think about quitting. Let's go. Had to give y'all breakfast. Y'all eat this work. Y'all brunch, depending on what part of the world you in. So, the goal of this stream while I power walk to whatever destination, I know one thing. If I was gonna get an Uber, I'd save me some money. And I'm gonna have to. I don't walk so far away from my car. Woo! I don't know if I'm walking back, but I'm happy I walked forward. This is great. Yo, if y'all knew, for real, seriously, I know personally what it takes to drive from where I came from. I walked over 30 minutes worth of car drive. So I know I've been walking over an hour. And I feel great. I'm sweating, 'cause I'm supposed to. It feels great. And you know, I was telling somebody not too long ago that I don't want to hit no treadmill. They like, why? Because being on a treadmill throws off your proprioception. See how I'm walking and landscape is changing? You see different trees. You see different buildings. You see different backgrounds. You see the cars driving past me. That's what it's like when you're actually walking. When you get on a treadmill, the brain now says, oh, turn off all these muscles. This is a simulation of some sort. This is fake. This person's legs only got to move. We don't need all these back muscles. We don't need all these glute muscles. We don't need all that. Turn these muscles off. And that way, when you get off the treadmill, it's like you don't even know how to walk. Your sense of balance is different when you get on a treadmill. Your sense of balance is all different when you get on a treadmill. And that's what you don't want. You don't want your sense of balance to be thrown off. So your muscles work in conformity with the plasma in your body. And proprioception is the ability for one to navigate. Proprioception is the ability to navigate the plasma in your body. And so you inform your muscles without knowing how to tag along. All the muscles in your body alongside your eyes, they're all in conformity with each other based on how to walk and how to move. And so what happens is, when you're not in tune with this information, you don't realize you're throwing off your proprioception. So when you get on that treadmill, your body is like, yo, when you get back on the ground, your body is like, man, how the heck do we do this? How do we walk? So now guess what? If the treadmill is life, and that's how you always exercise, whenever you get the most turned up, whenever you burn the most calories, and whenever you sweat the most, you're using machines, then what's going to happen is one day you're going to actually be running without the treadmill, and you're going to get tired very fast. You know why? Because your body's going to say, oh, we know what it's like. Whenever this person gets this active, turn off all these other muscles. We only really need the legs. Your proprioception is off. Your body, human beings in general, are a habitual creature. We're habitual creatures. And once you program your brain to believe whenever we do the most activity, we'll be using these machines, when you get back into nature and it's time for you to make moves, you're not going to perform at your best. You're not going to have optimal strength, because now your body's going to be like, turn off all those muscles. He don't need to use it much anyway. She don't need to use it much anyway. So that, yes. We get it in. I don't know. A lot of y'all thought I was just talking about money. Nah, man. We just get the bread so we have the freedom so we can study, so we can know the information that I'm talking about right now. That's what that's about. We just want to be able to talk that talk. We don't want to have no problems. We just want to get this information in. That's what we about. Get this knowledge in. That's like being around water. I always find the water no matter where I'm walking. I just wanted to power walk after that solar gaze, and I'm so charged. I ain't sleep last night. I'm going on day 2. If my wife was here with me, she would tell you, say, yo, how much hours did I study yesterday? I put 18 hours of study in. 18. Visual and reading. Just taking turns. Audio when I'm showering. When I'm in the jacuzzi, I got the audio playing. I get back on the bed. I'm watching videos, educational videos about the universe and everything. I get out of that, go to my office, start reading. Leave that, start power walking. Getting prepared for the sunset. power walk towards the sunset, listening to motivational data. Feel me? Then I put some of my books on audio and I just listen to me. Like, whoa, I sat down. Remember that. That's dope. That's fly. That's great perspective. Then I have a new perspective about that perspective. I spent 18 hours yesterday. 18 hours just dedicated to study. The only other time I spent other than that was to homeschool my baby girl. And I did a short stream last night. Short stream. Dope. So, you know, just want to get the cake, get the fiat, get that chicken up, get the bread. Just so we got free time to study, man. About to leave the country again. I'm out of here again. Just to go in different parts of the world and learn. Different parts of the world and learn. Y'all gonna be tripping when you see the next 2 places that I go to. One of them is Polight. You know, I'm heading to Barbados. I got family out there too. But I'm out there, you know, on my spiritual mission. And the next one, y'all find out when I get there. It's gonna be wild. You're gonna be like, man, you traveled over 23 hours to the other side of the world. It's the next stuff, because you know I do Africa. But I gotta get around the world. I get herbs I ain't never tasted before. I gotta see what it is. I gotta be on a whole nother level with it. You know, that's what we on. But yeah, so now, what we talking about today? What we talking about today? You gotta get that knowledge where you can get it. Don't ever say you don't got the time to study. When you showering, you could be playing that information. Shoot, I be having information playing when I go to sleep. When I finally go to sleep, I have the information playing. I went in my subconscious, so I have binaural tones playing. It's good for what y'all call the chakras. I don't call it the chakras, but it's all good. We gotta have a conversation about that word, but it's all good. Right, with them seats of existence, those wheels of existence, those vortex points of the human body. I play binaural tones just to stimulate their interest. We gotta do what we gotta do at all times, family. We gotta keep the information afloat at all times. We gotta be about that life more than the fictional life. Those little fictional novels people reading. We ain't got no time for all of that. I mean, it's cool if that's where your imagination go here and there, but make sure you get some study time in. And all your reality shows and all that, that's cool. Watch it if, you know, make your boat float, but don't put too much hours into that. You don't want useless information in your brain. Unless you're studying human beings and you studying physiology or psychology, and you want to have a reference point for some of the psychosis that's plaguing our community. You say, you know, I want to watch this and I want to see if I can pinpoint what's the name of these type of psychosis, these mental anomalies that's transpiring. You know, make sure you're making it educational, even if it's supposed to be recreational. That's what I'm talking to you about. Make sure you do that. But this is what I'm asking y'all to do. I want y'all to go on a language fast with me, family. Go on a language fast. Language fast. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go on a language fast. A linguistic fast. What does this mean? I want you all to do it with me. I'm going to talk about it every other stream. Yeah. I'm going to talk about it every stream. Every stream. Linguistic fast. Linguistic fast. That's what we're going to talk about every stream. What's a linguistic fast? I hope y'all walking with me on this one. This is about to get intense. Look at that. It's just a view. You know, that sun is out here, so I'm doing my best to give you a nice view. It's good to look at. We need a linguistic fast. What's a linguistic fast, family? We're going to abstain from using certain words. Why not? Let's stop using certain words. Let's stop using certain words. Do it with me. So we won't use the N word. I don't want to say it because I'm doing my best not to say it. Now, let me tell you this. I know Negus is a title of nobility that denotes an Ethiopian sovereign, and I know several places in Africa that use that word. And it alluded to something positive. But let's be for real. When we're using it, we're not looking to empower somebody when we say the word. We know we're not looking to empower somebody when we say the word. So I'm done with it right now. Let's do a month. Do a month with me. Do 1 month with me. If you catch me, I want you to say, Polight, brother Polight, you said that word. Check me. Because I need your support. and I want to support you. What I want to do is show you that if you refrain from using certain words, your reality will change. And if you replace those words, don't only take the words out, replace it with something positive. So if you got a tendency to call people the N-word, even when you're joking, and definitely when you're mad, call them a king. Maybe you don't want to use queen too much. Etymologically, it means prostitute. But if you have good intention and that's a word that you feel good about, use it. Or say empress. Say female ruler. Say urat. You know, you go in different languages if you want. But let's replace the words with more nobler, powerful dispositions as far as energy is concerned. Let's invoke something special instead of provoke something negative. Mother effer. I know some people say mother effer more than Bernie Mac. Let's replace mother effer. Let's replace the F word. Let's replace calling people after their body parts when we're upset with them. I don't want to say these words. You guys know what I'm talking about. Let's find a way. Just imagine when you're angry, what you would have to say to a person you're angry at. You would have to say something creative and positive. And that's the energy you want to deal with. And then ultimately, if you find yourself so flustered, separate yourself from there and ask pardon. Beg their pardon and ask that you take yourself out of there momentarily to collect your thoughts, to stay calm. And what you'll find most times, people don't even want you to leave them once they're angry with you. They want you to stay there and be lashed upon. And if it makes them happy, tell them, hey, I'll stay here for 3 more minutes for you to curse me out. But really after that, I got to warn myself from this situation. I got to just remove myself, but I'll come right back and see if we could put this together. But I need to separate myself from this particular space because I'm getting anxiety. And anxiety, that's not healthy. Not bad, not good. We just saying healthy. That's not healthy for me. I can feel me being destroyed from the inside out. I feel me producing the same toxins I'm looking to avoid when I'm eating vegan food. I'm eating vegan food to avoid toxins in other food. And now I'm producing the same toxins being around people that make me upset. And matter of fact, the people don't make me upset. These are decisions I chose to make. So I'm making myself upset by obliging to a situation that I don't really have to be obligated to. And I know this is difficult for people. And I know sometimes you're like, but there's no way to go. There's no way to hide. You have a mind. You always got somewhere to go. You don't necessarily have to take a flight out of a situation. So long as you got a mind, you can separate yourself from that situation real quick. But I don't want you to become less than yourself. You have that which is proactive and that which is reactionary. A soda bottle with its content, soda, is reactionary. When you shake it up, it fizzes. When you open the top. When you open the top, it fizzes out because it was shaken. And so when you close the top of that soda bottle again, there's less content in it than there was before. Because it's reactionary, it's reactive, it's highly reactive. So when you open up that top, it fizzes out all the soda content, most of the soda content, some of the soda content. And when you put the top back, you got less in that bottle than you started out with. When you shake up a bottle of water, hopefully it's not seltzer. When you shake up a regular bottle of water, when you open up the top, nothing comes out. Yes, you've seen some bubbles in the water. It acknowledges the shake. It identifies with the adversity. But when you put the top back on the water bottle, it doesn't become less than itself. It's proactive. So what we got to learn how to be proactive when confronted with adversity and understand that every adversity is an opportunity for us to succeed, an opportunity for us to grow in personality and grow in character. It's a learning experience. That's what that is. It's a learning experience. So these are success points. These are not problems. What they call problems are success points. So get the word problem out of your diet. Okay? We're on a diet right now. We're on a linguistic diet. We will not use the word problem. We do not have problems anymore. We will never see situations as problems again. You don't have needs and you don't have wants. You have goals. And your goal is to get to the future quicker, because your future is inevitable. You will succeed if you can see it in your mind's eye. So all you're looking to do, you're looking to get to the future quicker. You're not asking for something you don't already have. You already know you're due your success. You just want to arrive there a lot quicker. And what you're going to do to buy time is work towards it. And time will go by and you will wind up being there. So we have goals. We don't have wants, we don't have needs, we have goals. We don't have problems, we have success points. I hope y'all walking with me. We do not curse people out because we're not witches. We're not warlocks. We don't curse people. We don't put spells on them. We don't cast spells, and we don't curse people. So we won't use those type of words. In fact, we're going to replace every curse word we have for people with much more nobler and higher frequency words to remind people who they are. Because they obviously forgot who they are, the way that they're going about talking to us. And we're going to remind them who we are. Because we're not going to stoop down to that level. Because that would be suicide for us. Because we're so high on life. If we came down, it would be suicide. That's how high I am on life. I'm not about to allow no one to pull me down. I'm so high off of life. If I come down to people's level, it would be suicide. My goal is to see if I could pick them up. And I can't even do it with an arm's length. I got to throw a cable tow down there. I got to put some rope down there and grab you and pull you up. Because if you're talking to me like that, you really down there. I can barely hear you, actually. Because we got to get to the point we don't hear that nonsense. You don't hear it. That's what we got to be on. These are absolute facts, family. These are absolute facts. Hope you're walking with me. I want you going to linguistic fast. People go on a food fast all the time. Oh, I didn't eat meat until 12 midnight. Oh, I broke my fast with some dates. Oh, well, what are we going to break our fast with? We're going to break our fast with more positive thoughts. But I want y'all to go on a fast with me for a whole month. I want you to go on a linguistic fast with me for a whole month. And then what you're going to do for the next month, we're going to fast on certain media. Songs that make us think badly about each other. Songs that remind us of the breakup that we had. TV that reminds us of the worst part of ourselves, the criminal part of ourselves, the angry part of ourselves. We need to remove ourselves from that kind of thought process. We need to remove ourselves from that type of thought process. We need the fast of the mind, because this is all consumption. This is all food. What you watch and what you listen to is all food. And in fact, you watch TV and you listen to music, most likely a lot more than you've been reading. Most people don't read as much as they watch TV and listen to music, because watching and listening seems to be more convenient because they're not used to powering the mind. They're not used to being patient with thinking about why they're thinking. You read a book and you start saying, man, that's deep. You start talking to yourself like, whoa. You be by yourself like, man, this is deep. Then the problem goes, who do I talk to? That's why we got to have these forums. Soon I start taking questions on Facebook Live just so we can interact with each other more. Because we're the last one standing, family. We're the last one standing. You know, you got to look at the people that when they be in a chat, and it's always somebody, no matter what the subject matter is, they upset about something. There's a brother who reposts my videos. Just keep the title, my brother. I don't mind you reposting it. I don't mind you putting advertisements on it. I don't mind you making your money. I seen some of them videos, 70,000 views. I'm like, dang, this dude got more views on some of his YouTube videos than I got on some of mine on my page. I ain't hating. Commercials up. I'm glad I can contribute to your life, brother. I hope it's not just about money. I hope you appreciate the information. Brother Raikon, I think it's a guy. Just keep the titles for me. Don't change the titles. The titles are important to me. Keep the titles. That's all I ask of you, brother. And you can continue putting those videos up. I ain't mad at you at all. Thank you for sharing the information. Just keep my titles. That's all I want. I don't want no money, no PC, no nothing. You don't got to promote nothing for me. Just keep my titles. That's fair. Tell the brother too for me. Keep my titles. And do me a favor. Sometimes follow Brother Polight on Facebook or follow Brother Polight on Instagram. Definitely follow me on Instagram, family. Follow me on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Facebook.com/brotherpolight, do that, and or follow me on Instagram at brother_POLIGHT45. Because I like showing people my personal life and everything like that. Follow me on Instagram. It's cool. It's just, I switch it up. The energy I come with on Facebook is different from the energy I come with on YouTube. The energy that I represent on Instagram is different from both those other platforms. Follow me. Follow me on Instagram, brother_POLIGHT. If you haven't done it yet, get it. If you don't got Instagram, download it to your phone and follow me, brother_POLIGHT. Let's make it happen. But let's linguistically fast. But why do I want you Why do I want you to linguistically fast? Because I found whenever I abstain or refrain from using certain words, I've come to find that my reality shifts. My relationships get healthier. It's a little turbulence at the beginning, I'll warn you, because people start looking at you like, oh, now you want to be positive, like you was the devil prior. You're just looking to change. You're just looking to be better. Don't let that disturb you. And if you mess up today when you're looking to fast, guess what? Start again right after that. You know, if I was a smoker and I decided to quit right now, and I walk down the block 2 minutes and someone says, yo, you got a light? I'm like, oh, you know, I don't smoke. I quit. And they may say, oh, how long? I say 2 minutes. And they probably look at me like, man, so you ain't really quit. Why not? I got to wait 2 years for me to officially say I quit. I quit from the time I decided I had enough. From the moment you decide you had enough, you quit. The moment you decide you're tired of negative energy, you're done with it. Don't let no one tell you about what you did yesterday and how you messed up. Don't let no one tell you, oh, you still messed up because of you. I messed up from yesterday. I messed up last week. You messed me up, brother. No, if you said I'm done with the negative energy, don't let no one take that from you. You're done. You're done. Once you say you're done, it's over. It's a wrap. You're finished. Don't let no one take it from you. I don't care if you quit being negative 30 seconds ago. You decide to quit right now as you watch this stream. Doesn't matter. Once you decide you're done, you turn a new page in your life. That's it. Anybody that's trying to remind you about your shortcomings, hey, indulge, entertain it. See if you can entertain it without being upset. If it bothers you, leave them. You don't have time for that. We don't have time for it. The world is changing. You don't need to leave this world with so many bad habits. Don't let no one trick you into being lesser than yourself because their concept is, well, you was doing bad all the time, so no, you don't got the right to be good now. Man, be good at your own bequest. Be good at your own rationale rate. If it's rational, if it makes sense, if the time is now, then just be great right now. Why not? I ain't tripping. It's your life. Your life is your responsibility. Your respondability. You responding to your ability to bring about a progressive change in your life that in turn will empower and impact others for the best. Why not? That's what I'm on. I love it. I'm loving it. And this is what I got from solar gazing. This is what I got from praying, meditating, introspecting, coherent heart breathing, in between all those things. Solar gazing, power walking. I said I got to get on Facebook Live and just share. That's all I want to do, share. Just want to share. I don't mind at all. That's why I said I wanted to retire. People like, oh man, you gonna stop teaching for real? I don't know if I can stop. I mean, I be doing these live streams and I swear I want to just get back in the lecture forum and go hard through the PowerPoint. And I know I can't resist it. I'm gonna be back sooner than I want to be. Well, not want to be, sooner than I can conceive. But I just don't want to. It's consuming a lot of energy. A lot of people are negative. People are only going to be reflections of the people that they follow. And everybody, I'm not going to say everybody, but a lot of the teachers, they got this battle rap, hip hop energy. You know, debating is debating. There's nothing wrong with it. But if all you offer people is contention, if all you can offer people is, man, you got another problem with somebody else again, I'm not with that. It's impeding on what I want to do. And when I'm talking this talk around people in the conscious community, the leaders particularly, they be laughing at me. Now, I don't get frustrated. I just be looking like, yo, I thought y'all always down with this information. No, they ain't down unless we talking about killing crackers and putting boots on the ground and putting our foot on somebody's neck. But when I start talking about, yo, you know, we got to start purging ourselves from negative thoughts. We shouldn't always be talking about how much we hate other people. We should be talking about how much we love each other. I sound like I'm on some old kumbaya stuff for these people, and they looking at me like, Polight, you tripping. And I don't want to be around that. It's like no one's really getting me. I'm like, what about, having the crystals in the house and certain plants? Like I got lavender plants in my house because at nighttime, you gotta study botany. I keep lavender plants in my house because at nighttime, they secrete a gas that reduces the amount of cortisol in your body. Like if you're stressed, it automatically diffuses your body's ability to produce cortisol because it brings about a subtle ease. So cortisol is a stress hormone. And I'm like, wow, okay, it's a stress hormone. So in the nighttime, these plants secrete a gas to keep everyone calm. You know, they have lavender tea for the same reason. People drink lavender tea to be calm. Well, I got lavender plants in my house. Knowing that, and I got so much of it, we actually can smell it now. When there's one or two, you don't know what's taking place, and one will suffice. I put so much lavender plants in the house. It's everywhere. It's on every floor of my house, every floor, in every room. And what happens is, it brings about comfort and calm. And then when we're doing our meditations and we're doing our prayers, it's perfect. See, this is the information I'm into too. I don't always want to be going hard and banging. Yeah, I go out there, I'm an activist. I have boots on the ground, snipers facing me, army tanks, police pushing us while we marching. But we got to have balance, man. I can't just be about, I don't want to be about, I don't say can't, I don't want to be about just banging all the time. Because if all you're doing is banging, you lose your sensitivity, then you become the very people that you banging on. You start becoming insensitive. You start to not care about other people's emotions and other people's disposition. And once that happens, then who's the real enemy? Because now, the way I see, we don't even have no sensitivity to our own people. People don't even say your children are off limits. They don't care. They're looking to destroy you, destroy your family. I have people that text me, I can't wait to see you separated from your daughter. I can't wait till the white man takes away all your money. Like, come on, like, but these people say they're conscious and they say that they have love for their people. And then I saw that I was staying in the midst of these people for so long, I started to change and not care about my own people. I started to really feel like, you know what? I can't stand y'all. And once that started to happen, I said, I got to separate myself from here because this is venomous. I'm around these folks right here and their whole world revolve around, yo, let's do a video and let's get at this person. Yo, P, I got some dirt on this dude that's getting at you. We can upload this video and we can bang. Why you don't want to bang, brother? Well, brother, you got to bang because if I do it, they're going to say that I'm always doing that. Ain't you do. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like this. And when you fall back, then people mad at you like you betrayed them. No, I don't want to be part of that. And when I separated myself from all of that, immediately successful. And when I went on linguistic fast and refrained from using certain words to communicate to people or to even think about myself or my situation, when I refused to think or use certain words to provide imagery about my situation or how I felt about others, my world changed. I'm telling you, go on a linguistic fast, and I guarantee you 30 days from now, you'll say, yo, Polight, I ain't gonna front. It's like I'm more magnetically attracted, or I'm the magnet attracting person, places, and things that's more befitting to me and my goals. Once you get the word problems out your head and realize you have success points, you don't make mistakes, you have success points. You don't have problems. You may be confronted with adversity, but they only bring about success points. You don't call people the N-word, and we understand the history, but we understand people are not really thinking, oh man, he just called me the N-word. I'm a king. We know people ain't thinking that. Let's just take it easy. Let's just see what happens if we replace the type of words we use for more higher frequency words. Let's see what actually happens, and you'll see the reality change. I'm not here to knock nobody. And even still, somebody's watching this mad as heck. See, now he wants to pretend. I seen somebody write something. Oh, he's just trying to work his way back in the community, so he's bringing his child in here. I'm not even working my way back into what community? I separated myself because I don't want to be part of the negative energy. I don't want to deal with certain energies. The culture in the community is don't call nobody, do a video and tell them how you feel about them. I don't want to be part of that culture. Let's destroy this person's life. Let's attack their children. And if you got to reach out to people and say, hey, this is not right. Come on, guys, this person's attacking my child. If you got to do that, you should separate yourself from that environment because the community is very small compared to the rest of the world. I ain't got to appeal to no small community in particular. It's a community filled with potential, but I don't have to appeal to a tiny community compared to the billions of people that live on the world. Don't tell me I can't conduct live streams on my Facebook and then you go on YouTube and say I'm trying to get down with the community when someone's taking my live streams and uploading it to YouTube. Oh, we ran you off of YouTube. How the heck can you run me off of YouTube? I still got a YouTube page. It's just that I like Facebook. I feel like I can connect with my audience quicker and more immediately with Facebook than YouTube. And I got a bunch of new videos coming out for YouTube, but I'm gonna save it for uploading in the live streams for Facebook. I like to have a more immediate, intimate connection with the people that I'm teaching. I believe Facebook provides that for me. That's why I use facebook.com/brother. And then on Instagram, I like to show you when I'm going to my basketball games or when I'm turned up and I'm doing my partying and everything. I got a club, the only club in LA that serves green juice without alcohol. Yeah, we serve alcohol, but I got green juice at the bar too. And I give out books at the end of the club. And anybody that's been in my club will tell you, I give out books at the end of the club. My books that I wrote, free. God said, man, I want to give conscious people an outlet when they do want to party or when they do want to tap into their carnal self. Let me see if we can make the environment still safe. Let me see if we can still give them some kind of kale apple ginger or a ginger shot. You know, you don't got to just get a vodka shot. You get a ginger shot. We put it right in the shot glass. Put cayenne pepper in there, get a ginger shot. No one be the wiser. Everybody got shot glasses. Some people got Ciroc. Some people got Tito's. Other people got kale apple ginger. And, ginger shots with cayenne pepper. Just changing the game. Y'all don't want me to really get the right amount of bread. I'm gonna change the game. That's my goal. That's my goal. And I don't want to be distracted by people with small goals to tear down other people that might be trying to tear them down. I get it. They said something bad about you. You want to say something bad about them. But then after that, everybody justified after a while to do whatever they doing. Nobody really knows who started first. Both parties ain't gonna be honest about that. But what we do know, everybody being hurt in the interim of everybody banging on each other, the community that follow all those people get hurt, and then the people themselves, their families don't deserve that, and then it contradicts the whole purpose of us teaching in the first place. So if I'm the big problem, I step out, and we'll see if all the problems stop when I step out. And if people still have problems and those emotions couldn't subside since the time I stepped out, then we know who the troublemakers are. I don't want to be part of it. I step out. They don't stop my world. I just said I want to devote more time to study, traveling the world, experiencing different things, so my teachings can be fresh. We got to take a break and have new experiences and continue to study. A lot of the teachers ain't studying. A lot of what they're saying is redundant. White man, white man, white man, white man. See, we're better than them, and they want to hold us back. Oh, look, they just killed this black person today. What we gonna do? Black people, y'all gotta get together. Come on, man. It's the same. It's not me. I don't know how to do that. I really don't know how to do that. I don't know how. Okay, y'all. I see this phone is about to die. I appreciate the love, the attention, the energy, and the effort. What's the difference between Polight and the pastor at church? What we need to find out is what's the difference between a troll and a follower. Why are you following me? Like, is your mission to take people away from dealing with me? Is that your life mission? Are you on planet Earth to be my polar opposite? Because if you are, you got to get a lot of knowledge just to be my polar opposite. You got to stop with the keyboard stuff. If you really don't want people to listen to me, become so deep and profound in your teachings that people got no choice but to be impelled towards your word. That's how you do that. Sitting here trying to proselytize or evangelize to get people to not listen to me. When they know they're hearing truth, whether they like me or not, they can say, man, what he just said is truth. If what I'm saying doesn't resonate with you, you need to work on yourself, my brother. So I'm giving you good advice. Teach. I'm giving you good advice. Study. Set up your own platform. Don't come over here on my platform. This is advice. You can stay here and try. I'm not going to kick you out because you are a prime exemplification of what I'm talking about. You're a prime example of what I'm talking about. You are the distraction that can no longer distract unless we're making an example out of you. Teach. If you are so adamant about people not listening to me, teach. And use that same zealousness that you're using right now unnecessarily, because it's not going to work, because everyone that listening knows this makes sense. Now, let them go on your page. I hope everybody's looking at this guy's name. Go on his page and see what he has to offer you. And if it's good, patronize him. But he probably has no products, probably has no services, and he probably gives no advice. He probably has nothing that he's willing to share other than he doesn't like me. And then now we got to figure you out. So everybody, when we get off of this, let's check out his page.